to find out what happened. Why was the world unprepared for this pandemic? How did it happen? What are the processes that went wrong? What impact does it have on the world today? And perhaps more importantly, how can we come up with evidence-based suggestions as to how you can be prepared to ensure that it doesn't happen again? And so our approach is, first of all, to look at the past. I mean, we've had pandemics before, but COVID-19, of course, as they call it, SARS-2, has been more intense, greater reach than any. So how do we look at the past, first of all, of previous pandemics and what conditions prevailed, and now the present? How do things change that made it happen? And like I say, the big part is how strong are going to be the impact, not only in terms of health, but in terms of the economy, social welfare, equity. What will that impact be? We hope that our recommendations will be bold, and then we go look at the international system. That's part of it. What has happened with the international system? How had the system reacted to all of this? Did we have an international system that itself had the equity, the balance, the knowledge, the interconnectivity, particularly in the midst of what's now is a technological? What happened? Our work will take into account studies that have been done, epidemiology work that has been done by doctors. The chronological events will be discovered, will be examined. The international institutions that have responsibility, like those in the UN system, the ones that are sort of a brand of private sector, like Gavi and Global Fund and all of those, all will be looked at to see what role they play. Scholars are being asked to bring papers and write papers on certain aspects to get the evidence that's involved. And more importantly, this time we want to reach people. How has it affected people in their daily lives? And so there'll be meetings that will be going on with people in communities, with rural health workers, with some of the health workers who always are not noticed, not the doctors who are specialized, but the nurses and the midwives and the paramedics, all of those who are on the front line and who get affected first. And of course, finally, we will talk about vaccine. Is that the panacea? Is that the most effective way of prevention? Or are there other things we need to do? Do we need to change minds, habits, laws? But it has a lot of experienced people are all putting together the thoughts to try and get a good report, a report that will be bold in its recommendation, and and will depart from the status quo of the many reports that that groups write that go on the shelf.
We look forward to that one. One last, one last question. I watched a documentary about Liberia the other day, and in that film, recorded a couple of years ago, there was a woman that talked she talked to random people at a market, and she asked a little girl in Monrovia, 11 years old, what she wanted to become. And the girl, she answered that she wanted to be the president. So, speaking of legacy also, what would your advice be to that little girl?
Get all the knowledge you can get. Go to school. Get as much schooling as you can to prepare yourself for it. Be confident in what you want and what you want to be, and stand up for it. And as you grow older, set the goals. Decide what you want to be, and be prepared to pursue it, and stay the course. And don't be afraid of obstacles. You can overcome it. Just believe in yourself and believe in what you want to be, and be prepared to go for it.
Great advice to us all. Thank you so much, Madam President. It was a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, and enjoy your weekend. Have fun.
Lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your love and support as always. Thank you very much for your love and support as always. I remain loyal. If you do right back.
National Law. Oberemena, Naimano, Nana. I feel good. Indigenous people. Rapper. Oye, banana. Nana. Nana. I did you Balabala. I did put you to bed and I don't know.
Democrats, independents, and the fight against anti-Semitism, so that America will forever be a land where Jews can simply be Jews, can be proud to be Jews with no fear, to live in safety, freedom, and prosperity. Baruch Hashem.
Thank you, Senator. My name is Ron Klein. I'm a former Democrat, Congressman from Florida.
I remember from the 60s.
Yeah, correct. Thank you all for coming out today, all over the country, to send this message of solidarity against anti-Semitism, hatred, and fear. I stand here as a former Democratic Congressman and chair of the Jewish Democratic Council of America, along with my colleague, Senator Coleman. Together, we say there is no place in America for anti-Semitism from any source, not from either side of the aisle, from any group, individual, or elected official. Too often, critically important issues such as anti-Semitism are politicized or used as a wedge issue in support of the political agenda. We must stand together to send a message of unity against hate. Our history shows over and over again that the Jewish people have been stereotyped, demonized, scapegoated, and targeted. We also know that even when we are the first targets, we're not the last. And attacks against any of us are attacks against all of us. 6 months ago, at the Capitol, just behind us, we witnessed extremists and anti-Semites wearing their hatred on their chests. In recent years, Jews have been murdered in American synagogues by right-wing extremists and threatened on American streets, and it had nothing to do with Israel. In recent times, hostilities between Israel and Hamas have been used as an excuse to attack American Jews. Enough is enough. Just as criticism of American leaders does not make us less patriotic, so too occasional criticism of the policies of the Israeli government is not inherently anti-Semitic. However, make no mistake about it, using the actions of the state of Israel as an excuse to attack Jews and the practice of Judaism is anti-Semitism, pure and simple. Similarly, there are those who articulate either aggressively or in their silence they condone anti-Semitic language or behavior. These people must be...
And in business, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN Godwin Emefiele, has said under the 100 million naira credit for the health...
This way. Orlando Gokwano, Orlando Gokwano, Orlando Gokwano. Standing ovation, standing ovation, standing ovation, standing ovation. Can we make some noise? Can we raise? Hey, peace is the Anambra State. Hey, don't go to the wrong way, please. Don't go to the wrong way. Don't go to the wrong way. Don't go to the wrong way, please. Hey, don't go to the wrong way. People should come out from that tarmac, please. If you look, you will see our fire vehicles. You will see it moving. Deputy Speaker, Anambra State Assembly. This moment is live on channels. This moment is live on channels, television, Arise News, Anambra Broadcasting Service, NTA, and other social media outlets. Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment. What a feat. DJ, break it down. DJ, break it down. Another aspirant is here. Your Excellency, I have an information. Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment. What a moment. Your Excellency, how do you want to step to the front? Yes. Please, Bogota, Your Excellency. Clear the aisle, clear the aisle. Hey, okay. Oh, sorry, you can stop me. Okay, right there. Right there is okay. Right there is okay. This event is live on channel television, Arise News, ABS, NTA, and social media outlets. Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment in Anambra State. Photo na plane. Photo. Go live on Facebook. Go live on Instagram. Tony, play live. Play. Nada kana begwebe. Egwensa. Let me go and talk in front of you. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, it's happening live in Umueri. My name is Tony 1 Week, and it is happening right now. Shadrach, where are you? It is happening in Umueri. Yes, sir, happening live at Umueri. My name is Shadrach Nana. I'm here Tony 1 Week. We are telling you that it is happening live. Willie is working. Willie is willingly working. Some people said it's not true. We are live on channels. Where are you? We are live on channels. Those who says it is not possible, where are you? It has happened. Willie is working. You see the aircraft there? Willingly working, Governor. It is working. You see the aircraft there? All right. And all Kanume is here. Peace. gentlemen, is happening live at Umweri Cargo and Passenger Airport in Anambra State.
We're in Anambra State.
And some people thought,
believe me,
it was
this
impossible.
is Anambra State.
Some people thought it wasn't going to work.
It was impossible.
But it's working.
Today, Willie Obiano has given us an airport.
Yes, so
Willie Obiano has given Anambra State.
You can say that
Willie
now.
Obiano has given the whole world an airport in Anambra State. And this is massive, very massive. The first airpiece has landed.
And
the second one.
And some people say it was impossible. But look at it now. It is possible.
Yes.
It has happened live in Umweri in Anambra State.
You're watching history being made and promise being fulfilled in Anambra State. Is the demonstration flight, the maiden demonstration flight into the international passenger and cargo airport in Umweri in Anambra State. Let's put this on record. April the 30th is the first time Anambra State is witnessing a plane landing on their soil, and that is the second plane landing at the moment at the Umweri International Passenger and Cargo Airport in Anambra State. The governor had made a promise that he will ensure that the people of Anambra State wouldn't have to travel to other states to be able to catch a flight to any part of the country and around the world. And today that promise is being fulfilled. When the first plane landed, we could see the CEO of Airpeace, Mr. Alan Oyema, on board in the flight and joining dignitaries who were already seated at the airport, and the governor also present. And I'm sure at some point we may have to hear from the governor himself. So you can see the people quite very excited to see history being made in their state today. As we said before, they travel a lot. Quite industrious people in the eastern part of Nigeria. And so the second plane has landed. You could see that it landed just a few moments ago. And maybe we can listen in now to hear from the chairman of Airpeace, Alan Oyema.
Willie, Mada Brochukwu, Obiano, our amiable First Lady, Osodieme, Mrs. Belechukwu, Obiano, the Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Mr. Nkem Okeke, the Speaker of our State House of Assembly, the Deputy Speaker, and all members of the legislation and judiciary here present. I will not forget our traditional rulers here present. Agbogidi himself is here, Obi of Onisha. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me stand on whatever protocol that has been existing. You may not know. Yes, I shed tears when I landed here because nobody ever believed that this day will come. I remember some months ago when I went on television to tell the world that what I saw here was going to come to fruition. Some people went to town to condemn me, but today I have been vindicated. Before I say anything, I want to give a lot of thanks to the federal government of Nigeria that has approved this airport. This is one of the fastest airports to be approved, even for a test flight. So it is a testament to the quality of job done here. What we have here is the best runway in Africa, the widest runway ever to be built. This runway could land a 777, could land an Airbus 380, that is the biggest planes. This is the first time an airport in Nigeria will be doing a test run with a 737. It used to be very small planes before. That is why we decided to bring a smaller plane and brought this bigger one to show you the quality of job this governor has done here. Their legacy. This airport is not going to serve only Anambra people. It's going to serve not only the entire southeast, but the entire country. and the world at large. This airport, at the end of the day, as I told you earlier on, some 4 months ago, that the president of this country is going to approve this airport as an international passenger and cargo airport. It happened. So, we need to go Nigeria first and foremost to the president Buhari, allowing this day to happen. Nothing is certain. Airports will generate millions of jobs for our people. It's going to energize the economy of not only Anambra State, but Nigeria in general. So when things like this happen, it is not localized. Forget the airport is sited. This is Anambra State. Is it not? Was it sited in Delta or elsewhere? Umweri is Anambra, isn't it? We're all Anambra people. So we have nothing against anything. This is the best place. We have a lot of land here. You could see the kind of runway. They have 3.7 kilometers of runway, bigger than any other runway in this country. If not that my 777 went abroad, I would have come here with a third aircraft, a 777, to prove to you that this is one of the best airports ever made. And this was built in a record time. It's something we have to be glad about.
14 months.
Record time. Just within a record time to achieve this. Unbelievable. That was why I shed tears when I landed here, because I never believed that it could be that fast.
Oh.
I knew it would come to pass, but I never knew it would be so soon. May God bless the regime of Obiano. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We salute you. Thank you.
The chairman of LP, Salonema, speaking there, appreciating the federal government for keeping faith with the people and the government of Anambra State by approving all of what you're seeing today. April the 30th, 2021, the first aircraft landed in Umweri in Anambra State. As a matter of fact, 2 aircraft have landed in Umweri in Anambra State. And while he was speaking, he talked about employment generation is guaranteed with the sighting of this aircraft in the state. The economy will be energized, revenue will be generated. And according to him, 3.7 kilometer runway, one of the longest runways in the country, according to Alan Onyema. And so the people of Anambra State and Nigeria in general are seeing history being made today as the first aircraft is landed. It's called the maiden demonstration flight into the international passenger and cargo airport in Umweri in Anambra State. And it's a joyful day, and you're watching Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from Anambra State, and hopefully we will have to also witness the governor of the state, Willie Obiano, make his remarks, as the people, I'm sure, will be delighted to see that his administration brought this to fruition after making the promise. So as we continue, our cameramen continue to pan around, we'll see whether there is a third aircraft in the works or is about to land, I beg your pardon. So we hear that a third aircraft has landed. We'll see if our cameraman can quickly capture that for us as well. I'm sure it's going to be one of the biggest conversation in Anambra State and the entire eastern part of Nigeria. The top value of this event is going to be heavy because it's the first time an aircraft is landing in Anambra State at this scale. We must add that as well. And let's continue to see how this proceeds. And it's a good day and a great day and a joyful day. As you can see, people just taking a walk on the runway and around the airport area. Some of them cannot believe that in their lifetime they witnessed this. Let's now get back to what's happening in Umweri.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, Your Excellency, Doubting Thomases, Abagonuno. Even it's not possible, or the one possible. The man who has a debt with history. The man who has changed the face of Anambra State.
Break it down. Music down. DJ, music down.
May I have the honor and privilege of bringing him up?
The whereabouts of their children to get the latest information. What we also know is that the bandits have demanded food items, a bag of rice, gallons of
Your
oil,
Excellency,
salt,
the wife of the governor of Anambra State, my wife,
so they can be able to use to cook
the former governor of Anambra State, Dembeje Tiaba, the Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, and all the House of Assembly members that are here, the chairman of our great party, Ozombu Victor Oye, the former chairman of our party, the most distinguished senator of the Federal Republic, Senator Victor Ume and wife, true son of the soil, Chief Beto Cletus. I also saw Innocent Motors, who eventually will make all the steps for using the airplane in this airport. You know, the former minister for Women Affairs, Josephine Anini, is also here. Ndị apụga nwa ụbọchị tata baju ebe niile ndị igwe no Allen Onyema, the special son of the soil, who volunteered the aircraft for this test landing. I commend you immensely. And to show appreciation to you and all the pilots and the crew that came on this maiden flight, I have some presentations to make to yourselves. Starting with Allen, then I would like the pilots to queue behind you, then other people behind you.
Yes, so the governor is making a presentation to Chief Allen Onyema and also the pilots and others for this great feat. Thank you very much.
His Excellency Allen Onyema a gift because I cannot draw a fella. Onya be a very proud son of Anambra State. Onya bo onye isi air peace. Onya wanwe air peace. Ina anye funa hospital aircraft ito. Ojo sa ayok dere yesterday sibu we na we chita 10. Ocho bu aircraft de 10. Ufodo apaka ya no nisha.
From the College of Forestry Mechanization in Kaduna State.
Biko nekwa no so dey eme ka ona enye ni a chance. Mama Anambra, our dear mother, also dey eme global. Ayi di okay, when dey feneme. Onye kwetaro ekwetale ya. Happy, Adam happy na ebube monso no here. Spirit.
Yes, so Mana, okay, clear, no microphone na gaga. You have blocked the way. No. Excuse me, no.
Kidnapped victims hours after being rescued from their car.
The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, there, decorating, starting with the chairman of Air Peace, Mr. Allen Onyema, as well as the pilots, so commemorate this very remarkable day for this very feat that's been achieved and I'm sure for their contribution in making sure that this has become a reality. This day for both the governor, the chairman of Air Peace, and the pilots and everyone who is being presented and being decorated here today is going to be one day they will never forget in their life. So that's what you're witnessing at the moment. You're watching Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from Umweri in Anambra State, the maiden demonstration flight into the international passenger and cargo airport in Anambra State. The governor there making presentations to the pilots of the aircrafts that landed just a few moments ago, as well as the chairman of Air Peace for this very feat of ensuring that this day has come and has become a reality for the people of Anambra State.
Anambra State to land is Chief Allen Onyema. The first aircraft is Air Peace. Ngwa umu Anambra kita ada iwanye ka governor na chi decorate ana akukwa aka ebe a. Put your hands together for our sister, the daughter of the soil. Make some noise. I don't claim, say claim. Monday canon here, Monday. Even the Yoruba no here, they claim the girl now, the woman now. Continue one day. If they do. As no your bunike for the no your name. Before you go, you tell us who you are. Also, dear man, hey. Okay. Hey, I am reliably informed that the lady is from Asia. Ndehala, make some noise. And Opulepu, she is the daughter of Uzama of Baleke, the late. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. She's on the air always, a pilot. Hello.
To be with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Because they are not go play na ese photo. Kaira onye je kwana zone na attachment. Ebule na Abuja. It will be a problem. A disaster. Because ndị mmadụ potassium na plane no dị anybody. All right, please take it easy, take it easy. His Excellency the Governor of Anambra State and his wife on this celebration of the inaugural flight are decorating. They are decorating the flight crew, the flight pilots and their crew. I said that in the history of Anambra State, this is the first time this is happening. Because if I made the manobi, Kuala no Jesus aka, Kuala no Jesus aka, other fella. Because okay, onye kabu ko onye obunike o. Put your hands together for obunike. This is the. Please, Excellency, still speaking. Can we clear the way? You can return to your seats so that His Excellency can continue with his speech. Thank you.
Well, let me stand on the protocol already established. In every generation, there's always a day when the sun and the stars come together in a perfect agreement with the hopes and dreams of a people. The Anambra, that day is today. Nebai, we are gathered here today to witness the historic destination testing flight into Anambra International Passenger and Cargo Airport, Umweri. We have waited patiently for this day. Yes, it is sunset, it is sunrise in Anambra State. The Anambra International Passenger and Cargo Airport is the most audacious legacy of my administration, and perhaps the most revolutionary too. Experts tell me that our airport has set a record in aviation industry as the fastest and the most modern airport to be built in recent times. This airport took 15 months to build. Construction began late January 2020, and here we are, 15 months after, witnessing the first flight into the airport. It took only 1 year and 3 months of demonstration, perseverance, and courage in the face of danger to build this airport. We rose above the gloom and doom of global lockdowns and phobia over COVID-19 to bring this dream to reality. This airport is a proof that no army, no matter how fortified, can stand the force of an idea. A great idea may rest for a while, but it will come to reality when its time is due. The most interesting thing about this airport for me is that this Anambra State did not borrow a kobo to build it. Not a single kobo. This in itself is a record in leadership, vision, and execution in Nigeria with our current realities. In the Anambra, this airport is an idea whose time has come. Our dream for our own airport began almost 30 years ago when the government of Anambra State acquired 530 hectares of land in Oba, Idemili South local government area, with the intention of building an airport, but that never materialized. That dream is fulfilled today. We began the effort to expand the frontiers of excellence in Anambra State 7 years ago. We announced that our vision was to make Anambra the first choice investment destination and a hub for economic and commercial activity. And we also said that our mission was to create a socially stable, business-friendly environment where indigenous and non-indigenous alike will have opportunity for wealth creation. This airport is a fulfillment of our vision and mission statements. It is difficult to create a new economic corridor without a functional international airport that will serve as a direct bridge between us and the world. With this facility, we have made the journey easier for any investor who wants to prospect Anambra State for business. In the past 7 years, my administration has worked tirelessly to change the story of Anambra State. We have developed an agroeconomy with top mechanized farming, modern food processing and export to agricultural produce. We have upgraded Oka with facilities that will position it as 21st century capital city. The International Conference Center is the largest conference venue in Nigeria today with 10,000 seat capacity.